Hello everyone, this is Niv here, recording you a Pioneer League with black-red mid-range rock kind of control. This list might be similar to a lot of people, but also a bit different. The main differences I have is I only play one Croaks in main deck. The reason is Croaks a lot of time is really bad. The whole synergy with Blood Token and Fable is kind of whatever. Sure, it's nice, but it's only really good in the mirror, and maybe like Lotus Field is fine-ish. But against, for example, Mono Green, Phoenix, it's pretty bad. So you really don't want two of them. But having one is a fine utility. Whereas Call Against Command is a card I could easily see two up main deck. I also still have to split like everyone's playing 2 Chandra, 1 Sorin. I'm not really sure which one is better, but maybe there's 3 Chandra, maybe 3 Sorin, maybe 2 Sorin, 1 Chandra. But for now, I think I'm happy with that. Now regarding my sideboard, I'm only playing 1 Sphere. This is just like a metagame call for myself. I'm recording this before the Pioneer Showcase today, so you guys can have a nice grasp of what I think will be played. Mainly hedging against Phoenix, Mono Green, and the Mirror. But 1 Sphere is fine, like, in case you do play against the Lotus Field. Hearse is mainly against Phoenix, so that's something to... And then I have 1 Invoke Despair. I think this card is interesting in the mirror because, first of all, you get a 2-for-1 most of the time. Then I have a 3rd Kalidas, also great in the mirror, great against Mono Green, and I think it's pretty good against Phoenix too. And then your usual Noxious Grasp, great against Mono Green and Blue-White Control, Gold Blanks, and Lava Quill and Chandra Defeat, second Call Against Command, some Duresses. Alright, so let's hop in the league, see how it goes. I've been doing pretty well. I've been liking the format after the bannings. I think it's good. The bannings are great. I recorded the podcast with my fellow teammates, Claudio and Harry, and gave my inputs there, but just as a brief, I think bannings are very good. The Winota ban mainly, I think that was very important and a good move for the format. I think Winota was just a really bad card to have in the format. I don't think it's a good card to have in the format. Alright. This hand is okay. It's a bit slow. Opponent mulligan, we're on the draw. I'd love to be on the play, of course, but yeah, Plains Go. That's interesting. I could play... I'm going to play Blood Crypt Tap. I could play Den and then Urborg, but I don't think there's a reason to take 2 damage, so... Iganjo. Favorite Hoplite. Alright, looks like we're playing against some red-white-ish player or some heroic deck. My hand is okay against it. It's not something really good, but alright, Defiant Strike puts a counter, just a cycle. That's pretty good for the opponent. Alright, red white is heroic. This matchup is not great, not bad, I would say. Looking bad because we don't have any removal spells as well. Wow, alright. Opponent has a humongous creature. I'll give him that. I'm taking 6 here. I'll take it. I mean, nothing much I can do, right? Let's go Urborg. I'm just going to play Fabled here, and then I might chump, I might not. Depends what the opponent does. I'm just going to pass. Basically looking for a Fatal Push and like a Duress or something, or Thoughtseize to clear his hand and then Fatal Push it. I feel like if I draw a Fatal Push with Dreadbore, I'm in pretty good shape. I think I'll take this hit. I could be dead, but alright, that's very good for me. Dental Vanguard, okay. Let's go ahead and discard Swamp. I think the second Harvester. Ooh. That was very good draw. Alright, first things first, let's attack with my Goblin Shaman. And what I'm gonna do, I think, is first sack my Thirst on the Danto Vanguard. The reason is this is -X, so they have to save it with some kind of trick, and then I can. Okay, so that happened. That's good for me. I mean, he could have a protection spell, and if he does, so be it. I don't think much I can do, but I'm gonna go for it. I don't think I can. Waiting doesn't make any sense to me here. Alright, he basically had everything. God's willing. Alright. So I'm gonna go play Mountain. And then Trespasser, go up to play Pathway on Mountain. I have Orborg, so it makes no sense to play it on Swamp. Let's exile Vanguard, gain my 1 life back. So now he needs 2 spells, right? I guess 1 spell that also pumps is good for him. I mean, I could be dead. Alright, that's lethal, so I have to block. Does he have another God's Willing? Wow, okay. Opponent had the nuts, basically. Not really the nuts, but just double God's Willing is really good. I think this matchup is very good, though. I think this matchup is incredibly good, so I'm totally fine. Sideboard, we have a lot of good sideboard cards. Lava Coil, Noxious Grasp is great. Kalitas is good. Invoke Despair might be a bit slow, but it could be stacking a creature is something interesting. I think Trespasser is pretty bad. Colgan's Command can go. Croakster can go. Thoughtseize is fine. I don't mind Thoughtseize. I'll take out 2 Trespassers and like a Fabled. I think this is okay. I want to try to Invoke Despair here. It's actually pretty good because Saga Creature is relevant, so I think I'll do that. I kind of like the Planeswalkers. I think they're okay. Maybe you can cut Chandra, actually, because we are setting in Kalitas and Invoke Despair, so setting in some expensive cards. Sorin is still good because the 2/3 lifelinker is relevant, I think, so yeah, I kind of like this game plan here. Hopefully they don't draw multiple God's Willing. That's basically the only card that's important in this matchup. This hand. I think I'm gonna keep. It's not a great hand, but it has good interaction, which I like. So, like, we have multiple interaction. Yeah, like here, I just take his Danto Vanguard, and he's basically stuck with a bunch of do-nothings. So that's very good for me. Like, Red Cap Melee is pretty bad. Okay, he plays the Spike Field, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, another Noxious Grass, that's pretty good. Play Swamp, so we have Grass mana, and then... Alright. Looking for something. Sorin is interesting. Sorin is definitely a good card to draw. So... The opponent definitely looking... I guess he played the plane. He's looking for some creature, but I kind of it covered. Even if he had multiple, like if he had, he played Battlefield Forge, interesting. So I know 4 of 6 cards. That's really good for me. Harvester, okay. So I'm gonna go Sorin and put a creature on the board. I think that's a good place to be here. Alright. Yeah, this is how a lot of time it goes, is that they're looking for that one creature, but even if they draw this game, I'm pretty well protected. Okay, play the Pathway. Now I could not attack, because he has a Genjo. This is a red-white. Young Pyromancer? Wow. That's very good. Young Pyromancer is actually very, very good. So he played Red Cat Melee on my token, making a token, stacking Hazard, okay, and then playing. That's a bit annoying, everything that happened there. Okay, Strangle is a very good draw. So we're gonna go Strangle the Young Pyromancer. I think I'm gonna plus Soren here. Fabled. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Why not? And then I'm gonna go play Fabled. Do I want to play the land? I don't think so. Sekenzan is a good utility land to have in hand against these tokens, so I kind of want to leave it in play. Also, you cannot. Oh, you can. Channel Genji 3. I'm used to 4 from Otalara, but okay. But yeah, that Strangle is a great draw. So he has a Gandra and 3 other cards in hand, and Home, Steep, Courage in the graveyard. I mean, so far it's great. I'm at 15. He has no real pressure. Next turn I can make a token from Soren, discard some cards for Fabled maybe if I want to. He also kind of has to deal with Soren, so Soren's going to take some damage. But Young Pyromancer is interesting, definitely. Okay, play it again, Joe, so I can. So we don't know any cards in his hand. Okay, Courage on the token. I suspected that one. These Noxious Grasp are looking pretty bad. Okay. I'm gonna chomp and protect my Soren here. I think that's fine. Goblin did its work. Oh wow, Light of Hope. Oh, that's not bad. Definitely not a bad draw. I'm gonna go and play Harvester. I think I'm gonna play my Sekenzan now that I have my 5th land, my 5-drop. I'm gonna play Sekenzan, make a token and pass. Now I can double block, which is nice. So I'm basically playing the Protect the Queen kind of game plan, right? Yeah, okay, and the opponent just off it, like he didn't have anything going on. So we saw Young Pyromancer. I could side in Chandra's Defeat if I wanted to. He also might have the the red-white guy, so that's another target for Chandra's Defeat. If I wanted to have it. I think Kolaghan's command is really terrible, so I don't want that. Could go like this, side out another Fable. We did see Light of Hope, which is kind of weird. I guess that's fine, yeah, I'll do that. Just also lowers my curve a bit, which is good for me. But yeah, hopefully the opponent, we draw our removal spell. Post cyber we have a lot. We have so many removal spells. Yeah, this hand's great. Opponent also mulligans, so that's very good for us. Mulligans to 5. That's the thing about that red-white deck. I think it's super non-consistent because you need you need that creature. You need a lot of ways to pump it and protect it. Like let's say they pump it here and I just fatal push it and they're basically dead or something. I don't know. All right, second Harvester is kind of whatever. Let's get Thoughtseize you. See what 5 you kept. Hazoret. Alright, we're gonna take Hazoret. We're gonna take that. That's a good sideboard card, but we have to take that. So opponent's pretty much on gonna be dead to this fatal push, I'm guessing. Gonna go Pathway, Monastery, Swiftberry, Defiant Strike. Let's get the draw card, but I'm gonna fatal push on my turn just so he can't draw protections. Oh, never mind. Just gonna do that. Easy stomp. So Bone Crusher Giant just really good in this matchup as well. Actually Swissberry is another reason to side in Now Nice, Fable Passage Urborg. So yeah, Swissberry is another reason to side in Chandra's Defeat. But yeah, here I just want to play my Giant. I could play Fable, but I'm okay with playing the Giant here. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is game over. I'm going to play my Trespasser, because the opponent looks like he's not doing anything, so I can flip it and drain some life. Just put more pressure. This game is pretty much over, but we'll see. Drain 1 life. Got my mana online, which is nice. Spear, you got it. No attack. Love to see that. I'm gonna attack, sure. I mean, then I'll play out my hand. Drain you 1. No blocks, sorry, take 7. Let's play this as a mountain and then go Harvester. This game is way over. I don't think the opponent can come back, play, get Harvester, go. Yep, alright, opponent scooped. So we got round 1 against a red-white heroic deck. Pretty easy matchup, I would say. Opponent had pretty bad draw game 3, multi 5, and we had a penalties for Hazoret, even though like Hazoret wouldn't do much because he was missing land drops. But yeah, I mean we have a lot of removal spells and discard for the important cards, so they can't really run us over that quickly. Yeah, alright, let's find ourselves opponent for round 2. Come on, there's 702 active players in the league. Alright, found ourselves an opponent. Let's see what we're up against. Droogs. Oh, this hand's great. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Harvester. Alright, we're up against Mono Blue Spirit probably. One of the most annoying matchups, I think. It's not great. It's not bad. Let's see if he wants to counter this. If he does, that's fine. Alright. I guess we take the Curious Obsession because we don't have a removal spell. If we did, I would happily take something else. But looks like the opponent kept a 1-lander, which they did allow with that deck, so let's see if he has land on top. If he doesn't have the land on top, I'm feeling pretty good. Looks like... Alright, might not have it. Take 2. Another land, alright. Let's go play my Harvester. This game is basically going to be all about if he draws a land or not. If he doesn't, we're probably going to win. If he does, I don't know, going to be close. Also, important thing is Harvester is only sorcery speed, so that's something to take note of. But this also becomes a 2/3, which is out of Harvester's range. Looks like he drew a 1-drop. Oh, he drew Curious Obsession. Wow, okay, so that's basically a cycle because I'm just going to kill that. So he's looking for the land, so I'm just going to kill that. Play my Trespasser. Let's see, he drew the land. No land yet. Alright, you love to see that, for sure. Let's go ahead and do this while we can right now. Alright, got that out of the way, and now we're going to play the Trespasser. Trespasser is also very good, because he can't, like if he wants to target it with his borrower stuff, he has to discard. Let's drain you for 1. But yeah, I think this game is mainly going to come down if he draws a land or not. Another Wanderer, okay. That's a very good draw. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize you. See what you still have in hand. A bunch of stuff that I don't really care about. I'm going to take the Supreme Phantom. Play my land. So he has these 4. Okay. Shackle Dice isn't very good against my Trespassers. Attack. Drain you for 1. I think I'll play another Trespasser just because it lines up well against these cards. And yeah, I'll drain. I'll exile my Harvester to drain for 1. And then, alright. So yeah, opponent didn't draw the land. Pretty lucky there. This matchup is not great because I don't have many sideboard cards, I'll be honest. I used to have like Rending Volley and stuff like that, but we cut those because there's no more Winota. I guess I have a Lava Core that's good. That's pretty much it. I don't want K-Command, that's pretty bad. I guess I didn't Kalitas maybe if I want to, but it's not even that good. Closa is okay, I guess. Do this. Just hope this is good enough. Chandra is still a removal spell for the big spirit, so I think that's okay. Alright. Hopefully the opponent stumbles. Yeah, I actually think the Mono Blue Spirits deck is not very good, but it might be good now in the way that I think it's good against Mono Green. Ooh, now I have the 1-lander. I think I'll keep though, because I have 2 1-mana interaction and I just need a red source. And I'm never punish basically, right? Unlike my opponent. But yeah, I think I would still keep that because we have 2 1-mana interaction, dive down and ascendance. Wait, why didn't he play the spirit? Oh, he wanted to keep the dive down? Well, I'm going to take your spirit. You can have your dive down, that's fine. So this time the opponent's flooding out hard, which is great. So I'm just going to go play land, play my Harvester, and pass. Oh, wow, he drew Spectral Sailor? That's perfect. That's really, really good. And, yikes. Yikes. Alright, we need an untapped land so we can go push, and then Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, I know what I can do actually. Yeah, I'm gonna sack this guy, and then he's gonna dive down, and then I'm gonna Bone Crusher Giant it. Alright. Hopefully you didn't draw another protection spell. That would suck. Alright, that worked. That's very good for me. Got that out of the way. Now we can play our tap land and pass. Alright, so again, Curious Obsession with a cycle. Faceless Haven. Well, we got a Fatal Push for that. I think the opponent has 2 lands in here. I'm not really sure. But, so this is a 5/4. I'm just going to play my Giant then, because I can block it. I think my best draw is Swamp. Like, pretty much. I'm snap blocking this off. Like, happily trading for a trick or the creature land. Okay, this was great. Just very good for me. Okay. Fable is great because I am low on resources, a bit, like on mana resources, and Fable is exactly what I want. Alright, another land. Opponent's racing, interesting. Alright, he skipped. I think he just had 2 lands in hand. But yeah, that, like game 1 he was screwed, game 2 he was flooded. We got lucky with drawing the mountain. I think that's still a fine keep because I had 2 1-mana interaction and 2 2-mana interaction. So I just basically needed 1 land. But always good to get lucky. I feel like in that matchup you sometimes kind of need to because I don't think it's great because I don't have many good sideboard cards. Like I don't have any Rending Volleys or stuff like that. If you expect to play against that matchup, I mean, you just swap Noxious Graph for more Lava Coils, so you have more interaction. I don't think Rending Volley is a card you want to play anymore because, well, there's no Winota, so you don't really have a lot of blue and white cards to kill. And I think Noxious Graph is just better because of mono green. And I'm suspecting like all these green Stompy decks to come up because they were basically pushed out of the format by Winota. But yeah, that's why I would Alright. Again, looking for round 3 opponent. So far, so good. Up 2 games. 2 matches, actually, I guess. Looks like there's not a lot of players. Alright. Found a worthy opponent. Let's see what we're up against. Alright. 80 cards and no Yorion shenanigans. This hand's fine. This hand's good. You can play it. Good mana, good curve. We have a removal spell in case it's an aggressive deck. We have Chandra plus Harvest in case it's a control deck. It's not good against Lotus Field specifically, but not a lot of hands game 1 are. So, alright. Blue-black, taking shock. This could be the new... I saw there's like a Graces Phoenix deck with Ledger Shredder and stuff, so... I mean, if he Fatal Pushes this, I'll take it. It doesn't matter much. If he goes turn 2, looks like he's gonna Fatal Push. Alright, that's fine. I could have not played it, but then he could consider and still use his mana, so that's a consideration to think about. Okay, what do we have here? Well, I'm just gonna discard my pathway here. See if we draw another Harvester. Okay, well, that's why you do these plays, right? Just so you draw the card you need. Alright, this looks like the new Phoenix deck. So I'm basically looking for... Alright, no Phoenix yet. I'm basically looking for Trespasser. That's the best card in this matchup by far. I think this matchup is fine because we have Go Blanks, so I think that's good. Alright. First things first, let's attack. See what he does. I don't know if they play any counter spells. I'm not really sure on the deck list, so I'm just going to slam this Chandra into mana. Let's filter our deck a bit. Get a Swamp, I guess, because we have everything. Let's see if he plays any counter spells. Looks like he does. Censor, Negate, okay. Negate would have got me anyway, so that's fine. Another Fatal Push, okay. So we are definitely doing some stuff. It could also just be a blue-black control deck. I'm going to cycle this Strangle. This Strangle is really bad. Oh, Den of the Bugbear is good. I'll play that. I could have actually discarded Fatal Push maybe, because it doesn't really kill anything, but I mean, if he's playing the Shredder list, I guess it does kill that. Alright, this just looks like blue-black control then. Straight up blue-black control. So Strangle is not going to be even that good. Fatal Push at least kills like Shark Typhoons and stuff. I think this matchup is probably not great game 1 because as you see we have a lot of bad cards like Strangle, Fatal Pushes. We didn't draw any Thoughtseizes, which obviously is way better than Fatal Push in this matchup. But post sideboard we get like we get a lot of nice cards like Durexes, Go Blanks is great. But definitely I'd like to play blue-white or blue-black just because Noxious Draft is a thing. Kills both Emperor and Alright, I'm just gonna do this, stomp you, and basically just want to play my cards. I think that's fine. We can have another negate, I guess, but for Censor, looks like a Censor. Make disappear. Wow, okay. Opponent went deep on counter spells. So yeah, like basically, I prefer blue-white with Noxious Grabs, kills the Fairy and Wandering Emperor. Whereas here, Foretell is a card. I'm not really sure what that is, but this was a very good draw. And go. Looks like he has another counter spell. This is just Sinister Sabotage. This looks like the Ruffle Taco deck. Not really sure what that Foretell card is. Oh, okay. Back-to-back Fable. Hopefully one of them resolves. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he has another Sabotage. Torrential Gearhulk. Alright, I'm gonna skip to that. That's fine. Let's go to game 2. This game is over. Like, he has a bunch of card advantage now. Like, Gearhulk's gonna get him a card out of Sinister Sabotage. I wonder if Foretell, am I meant to see this card? Because, like, that's kind of interesting. Just, like, kind of morph. Alright, Kakerman is good. Gold Blanks are good. I guess Hearse is okay because we did see both the Gearhulk and Deluge, so that's fine. And we have so many bad cards. Fatal Pushes are bad. Strangle's bad. Dreadbores are pretty bad. Thirst is bad. Bad. I guess I can side in Invoke Despair just to, like, deal you 6 damage, draw 3. Right? That's basically what it's gonna do. It's not the worst. That's fine. Now, I think the deck is set up pretty well. In a way that we have all our cards are pretty good, except maybe the Unlicensed Hearse and Invoke Despair, and Kalida's is not great, but it's still okay, right? They have to do something about it, basically. So yeah, I think that's fine. Again, the matchup not great, but I think post side we're getting another 2 duresses and Gold Blanks, improves it a lot. So, and I did cut a Quirkso, which is obviously phenomenal in this matchup, one of the best cards. But yeah, alright, let's see how this works. Hearse is interesting, I'm not really sure if that's good, but this is why we play Leagues, right, to test things out. But I think it's okay just because we did see a Gearhulk, we saw Memory Deluge, so it does have some stuff to do. And eventually, like, it is going to be really big. So they have to do something about it. I mean, they have Fatal Pushes, obviously, but we have a lot of targets for Fatal Push, so. This hand is not great, but I think we keep it. It's very bad against counters. I'm gonna keep it. I just don't really like mulliganing these kind of matchups. So I think I'm hoping to draw one of my 6 discard spells. And Trespasser, if it resolves, I think it's really good because I have a hard time dealing with it. Not a great draw. Not a great draw. Very bad. Alright, looks like the opponent has... Oh wow, he has his own Hearse? That's an interesting sideboard card to side in. I'm gonna go play my Trespasser pass. I mean, this Trespasser now, like, is just gonna do work, I think. I mean, he's gonna go land go probably, and then have a 4/4 in play. So I'm okay with that. I kind of want to play around Languish here, so I'm gonna tap for 4. No trigger. So far, this Hearse from him is interesting. I don't think it does anything. Like, I guess it's good because they expect like at least 1 Quirkso. Alright, I'm gonna play this Harvester. He can do whatever he wants about it, I don't care. I'm passed. Now we still have this Tainted Deluge. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine, my friend. This card's Cling to Dust. Well, we will be killing that. Also, this Harvester now, we can discard our Mountain, so we get deeper in our deck. Plays a Swamp, alright. Still no play. I mean, I have good pressure here, so I don't mind this gameplay here, so. Like, dealing him 7 a turn, and then we can just pass, have Bone Crusher Giant up. And this Cling to Dust is not going to do much against my Harvester. Do you have a Languish? Kalida's. Wow, that's pretty good for me, I would say. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is play my land, play my Chandra, kill your Kalida's. think the opponent scooped. Feels like a scoop to me. But good thing, Kalidas is a good thing to note. Like, we might want another Dreadbore. Okay. Also, Cling to Dust makes my hearse better. Just another nice card to note. Alright, so we saw Hearse, we saw Kalidas, but we are siding into K commands. We saw Cling to Dust, I'm definitely wanting this Hearse in my deck. I could go like minus Kalidas plus Dreadbore. That's something we can do. I think that's okay. But yeah, that, like, the opponent playing the tap out deck, or our deck is pretty good there, so. Alright, now this is a hand I can play. Like, we have multiple discard spells, good mana, we have our Chandra. Alright. Let's go Duress, because I don't think there's any 2-mana creatures that we can play. I'm just going to take Tainted Deluge. Pass. Alright, that's a very good draw. So we play the Swamp. Okay. Very nice draws here. Harvester, pass. Alright, looks like the opponent has 6, so he didn't draw anything. Drown Catacombs. Alright, first things first, let's attack. Also, like, attacking kind of gives me a feeling if the opponent is F6 or not. I don't think he is, so... Go on a Sawtees. Do I need triple red? I guess with Chandra, maybe. I'm gonna go Sawtees. Play around Make Disappear. Looks like he drew Sinister Sabotage. Alright, that's fine. Not a bad draw from the opponent. Puts Water Drain the graveyard. So I know 3 out of 5 of his cards. I think end of turn I'm gonna Bone Crusher Giant him. And then I'm gonna Slam Chandra. And then, like, if he wants to counter it, he cannot play his Deluge, which is very good for me. Dreadbore. Alright, that's pretty good if he's gonna draw Kalidas. Eventually, yeah. Although I do have Chandra, but yeah, that's a fine draw. I mean, any draw is fine when we have Blood Token Fabled, so looking pretty good. I'm just gonna Slam Chandra. The reason is you want to do this when they have mana for like yeah, okay. So Chandra resolves. Very good for him. I don't think he has many Planeswalker removal spells. I guess he can have like Invoke Despair, which will be annoying. He could have I'm just gonna plus Chandra. I'd love to play that Goblin, but I cannot. So your turn, opponent. Best case that he goes Kalidas. I think it'll be Dreadbore it, we plus Chandra, and then we can play like Fabled or Bone Crusher Giant. I mean, we are putting a lot of pressure on him too. We're bored. Okay. So I have a bunch of good mana. Foretells a card. I'm not really sure what that card is, but first things first. Let's plus Chandra. Let's see what we draw. Another Chandra. Oh, that's unfortunate, but okay. Let's attack for 3. I think I'm just going to play Fabled here. Do I want to play around Make Disappear? I think I do. I didn't see Make Disappear, so yeah, I think I want to play around that. Let's play Fable. Alright, resolves. Could have a Wrath, but at least I get my, like, I get to cycle some cards away. Looking for, I think Goblin is my best draw, because it also gets rid of Memory Deluge. What is this? Oh, okay, Behold the Multiverse. Alright. Opponent is back on cards, but we have a lot of pressure. We have Chandra on 6, he's at 5. Puts 2 cards on top. Wow, okay. I'm smelling a A scoop, okay. That's pretty bad scoop then. If opponent puts 2 cards on top and then scoops, you should probably put them on the bottom. But yeah, I was guessing Gear Hulk is his best card, but he should put the cards on the bottom, man. Let's see what we're drawing. Cycle that. Yeah, but, okay. Alright, 3-0. Yeah, red black just doing its work. Pretty even against all the field, I feel like. I think mono green is the worst matchup, but I mean, we have a lot of cycle cards against it, so I feel okay against it. Not great. If you want to improve it, maybe add another grasp, add like 4th Kalidas. I don't know. 4th Kalidas might be too many. But Kalidas is your best card in the matchup. Basically, the mono green matchup, I think it's pretty bad because like all your creatures suck. Like Trespasser, Harvester, they're all really bad against like 3-mana 4/4s, 5-mana 5/6s, and so on. So your best card is basically Kalidas because it stops all their cards, and they don't really have a way to deal with it. So if you like Dreadbore or 5/6, the Cavalier, it doesn't trigger. If you randomly kill others, you get zombies and so on. So Kalidas just takes over the game. Whereas like these cards don't do much. Trespasser is just really bad in the matchup. Sure, I can exile a card like the Storm, whatever Storm card it's called. But other than that, I think really bad in the matchup. Alright, found an opponent for round 4. 7 quick round, which I'm liking also. Genmatsu. I think I'm going to keep this hand. It's not great, but we do have an early interaction against creature decks, and we have a Fable, which is very good. Fiend's Tower. Not really sure what that means, but oh, okay. That's pretty much a perfect draw. I'm going to Thoughtseize now. Yeah, okay, this is what I was thinking. Let's take Tainted Deluge. This is probably like the Esper Greasefang, which is nice. Pretty nice deck. Sealed Courtyard, okay. Okay, stripping perfect off the top. Let's go Harvester Pass. So I don't think he cannot really turn 3 or 4 unless he drew another Deluge. But yeah, discarding Deluge there was really good because we cannot get the big vehicle in the graveyard. This thing did again, return counter instant sorcery, destroy target creature planeswalker. Okay, that's fine. Attack for 3. Play our Badlands and Fabled, and then we can discard some land, draw some cards. If the Fable token, like the Goblin Shaman, doesn't die, we eliminate. Wow, deal. Alright, so we know 50% of his hand right now. Put a Pathway in the graveyard. I'm not really sure if this is the Esper Greasefang, just Esper Control. Both look possible, so I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're just going to discard these lands. Oh, wow. Yeah, pretty insane. So this is interesting. So the opponent can go end of turn, like they would discard the vehicle. So I'm going to play the Sekenzin and play my Harvester. This way I have Blood Token plus Fatal Push-Up. I know this is kind of non-intuitive, but I think that's sometimes you just, yeah, like here if you discard the vehicle. I'm just playing around the Greasefang, that's what I want to do. I mean, because I need the Revolt for Fatal Push, this way I have Revolt up. Yeah, alright, he discards Greasefang. And Fatal Push is a Blood Harvester, okay. So, I mean, he can Obscure Charm it back, so now the jig is up, we know what's going on. So yeah, but Thoughtseize. Well, you got me. You definitely got me, opponent. Takes Soren. That's interesting. So he has Charm plus 1 card. Huh, okay. Takenuma. Alright, let's flip Kiki Jiki, play this, and attack for 3 and pass. Now we have end of turn Takenuma. He's at 9 also. I mean, he is getting pretty low. Still not charming. So he needs to get the vehicle in the graveyard. He needs to get Grease Fang on the board. And all of this while, I don't know. I'm gonna use this and get back, I guess. Do I want to get back Harvester or Soren? I just want to get back Harvester, I'll be honest. Soren doesn't do much. We're having a lot of pressure here. Ooh. That's a good draw. Very good draw. Pack for 3. Let's go play Trespasser. Exile your Grease Fang. If you target it, I can kill it. So, Obscuratron, I'm going to return it. Okay. Now I'm kind of in a... I guess I'm not really in a bad situation because I can always, like, copy the Trespasser and response. So, it's kind of funny. Dig through time. That's a very good one. Very good card, opponent. Very good card. I think he's dead, but okay. Like, I don't think he can combo off here. So I want to draw. Actually, Nox's draft also good because it kills namesake card. Go blanks is a maybe. Alright, opponent's good. Yeah. Trespasser is great, obviously, because it gets rid of the vehicle. Unlicensed Her is great. Of course, Graveyard Hate. Yeah, okay. Got game 1. There we go. Alright. Kalita sucks. Keikoman is great. Grass, I'm not sure I want all of them. Maybe a Duress. I don't think Duress is very good. I do think I want some. Strangle's bad. Thirst is bad. Dreadboars are pretty bad, I would say. So I kind of like, Crux is also not great. So maybe something like this. Giant is still okay, because, I mean, we need some creatures to deal with everything. I guess I decided a Duress instead of like a Bone Crusher Giant. So like this. Yeah, I kind of like this. We still have Fatal Push and Knock Stage Grab for creatures. K-Command kills the vehicle itself. Hearse is great. All the sorcery speed removal spells are pretty bad. Planeswalkers are still okay because they put pressure. I mean, he is still like this Esper control deck with a backhand combo. So, yeah, I kind of like this. Goldblank is obviously insane. Just because like exiling is good, and we did see dig through time, so obviously they play multiple of those. Yeah, alright. I kind of like how we played that though, like, keeping Fatal Push mana up is important. This hand is great. Very good hand. I mean, we do need 1 land, but it's still very good. We have Thoughtseize, we have Go Blank. Trespasser is not a bad draw, not a great one. We do need more Kaito. Kaito is annoying. Do I just take Kaito? I think I do. Kaito is very good. Maybe Dreadboar in case. Should have been in the deck in case of Kaito. There's a Grease Fang, okay. Do need a land. That's a land. Okay. Yep. He could die. He could Taint the Deluge, Indulgence, into vehicle and kill me. Wow. He didn't Taint the Indulgence? Why, opponent? That makes no sense. That absolutely makes 0 sense to me. Okay. Now you do it. So now if you discard vehicle, my gold link is just insane. Discards Fatal Push. Okay. I'm just gonna go blank him, I think. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think that's the best thing we can do here. Also makes like future dig returns really bad. So I'm just gonna go blank here. He discarded Charm and Dig. Yeah, that's great. Oh wow, he drew another Kaito. That's so bad. It's really bad for me. Another gold blank isn't terrible. I guess I can upkeep kill Kaito. Stomp Kaito. See if this resolves. Okay, it does. Great. So I know he still has Grease Fang on the battle in hand. Interesting does not play it. Do I Fatal Push? I don't care about this 1/1, right? Not much. No. This Fatal Push is still good for me if I draw. If I just go blank. He has 1 card in 2. Yeah. I'm gonna go blank again. See what if he has a counter maybe? I don't know. Go blank is so good. Like, it's really, really good. Like, making Dig Through Time basically an uncastable card is very good in this matchup. Obscure Charm also. Alright. Discards Opt and Tainted Indulgence. So we know he has Grease Fang in hand. That's his 1 card I know about. So I'm just looking for... But he doesn't have... He needs like a way to get the... Alright, this is probably Grease Fang, okay. I guess I play Harvester because that's my best out to top deck. Yeah, that's actually very good for me. Fatal Push, okay. So now I just Fatal Push with Grease Fang. And that's fine. Take 1. And now I can Trespass. Okay. He could have drawn Charm. But in case he didn't draw Charm, this is okay. Now I feel like really good. Yep, alright. Yeah, both blanks were so good there, just being insane. So 4 out. That's great. Let's try to get that trophy. Find our 5th opponent. But I mean, I don't think like I missed a second Krogsun. No matchup, it would have been great. I mean, I guess except the blue-black control deck, I guess that's the only matchup that Krogsun is just insane. But against blue-white, even I mean, it's very good. But they still like Portable Hold, Marches, Wandering Emperor, so all their cards exile. And even into just Supreme Verdict, getting 5 more cards in your graveyard is not that easy with this deck, as you may think. And also people are like packing like we saw unlicensed, so making Krogsun worse. So I think 1 is the right number now that you want to play. I think that's correct number. And Kakeman is just I don't know. I think it's just a fine, good card to have. Yeah, just I think it's fine. Like this, basically the slot that you can change to whatever. I still think you want 2 just because the mirror. It's very good in the mirror. And if people are going to pack unlicensed rates, it's good. And against mono green, it's not the worst because it does kill the artifacts that they tutor up. Obviously, it's not great. But, I mean, mono green, we do have quite a lot of sideboard package. Alright, looking for that finals opponent, the end boss of the league. It's been a pretty good league so far, I would say. Alright, see what we're up against. Oh, never mind. What, matchmaking failed. Hope it's not win traders in the Pioneer Leagues. I'm gonna hope that they're not in our Pioneer Leagues and just go to Vintage, I guess, or just stay out of Magic Online. All in all. Alright, found an opponent. Let's see. We can 5-0 this league. Alright, this is a mulligan. I think our first mulligan of the day. Not really sure, but alright, opponent mold. Love to see that. Now this is a great keep. Definitely keeping this hand. Probably, I think putting back a Thoughtseize. The only matchup that this is bad against is like, I would say control. But I'm just gonna put back one Thoughtseize. Maybe Strangle is bad. No, I'm gonna put back a Thoughtseize. Alright, punished. Always punished. Alright, cast Adventurous, I'm just gonna say go. I think it's fine. I don't have a curve here, so it's not really important to like play it early. So here I'm just gonna play my land, play around Sensor, and now we can Thoughtseize. The reason is I didn't have a 2-drop, so there's absolutely no reason to do it. I'm just going to take Deluge and not care about all these cards, basically. Yeah, my game plan now is just hopefully draw a land for Chandra. That's the only important thing, and we did. That's pretty cool. Go. And hopefully the opponent did not draw a counter spell. So I know 3 of his 4 cards. Is the 4th card a counterspell opponent? Is it? Tell me. Now, I could play around it by playing this Trespasser. I think I'm going to do because eating the Memory Deluge is value for me. So, and I mean, he kind of has to do something about this Trespasser. It is going to deal him damage. And if he Supreme Verdicts here, that's great. Got my 2-for-1 because Deluge is an actual card in the graveyard. And then I can slam Chandra and hopefully ride it to victory. Now, if he doesn't do anything, I'm kind of worried that he did draw counter spells. So I think I'm just going to go attack for 4, exile nothing, and pass. Like, just put pressure on you. I mean, he's missing land drop, so he actually has to do something. Looks like he drew another Deluge. Oh, March? Teal. Please discard a card. Okay. Got my 2-for-1 here, so that's great. Now what I'm going to do is just enter Call Against Command, get back my... Oh, actually it exiled. That kind of sucks. Alright. So let's go ahead and stomp you, see if this works. But yeah, I got my 2-for-1, so I'm okay with that. Actually, it's like a 3-for-1 because again we exiled Memory Deluge, so that's good. Alright, opponent's thinking, so this is definitely a counterspell. Dovin's Veto, okay. Don't have another one or Censor one time? Come on. Resolve? No, god damn it. Opponent had it all. Really would love to draw Fabled. I think that's my best draw. Now we draw the land. I could attack for 3. Not a big fan of that. I think I'm just going to say land go, and then he's going to castle. I'm going to go ahead and let him castle, and end of turn, like, end of my turn basically go, you discard a card, I get my Bone Crusher Giant back. And then I'm probably just going to, oh, put 2 cards on top, that's not good. Yeah, that Veto plus Censor play was insane for the opponent. Really, really good. Sadly, I drew the land only a turn after, but I think just jamming it is fine. He only has Censor and Vetoes. But, I mean, I think that's a fine play to do. Oh, wow, we actually drew the nuts. The total nuts. The best card in the deck here. So that resolves. Okay. Crooks at you. He marches this, I guess. We still get a 2-for-1, so that's okay. He censors it, I don't care. It's like discarding the censor, basically. This way, actually, we played around censor because I'd rather him censor, obviously, the Crooks than Bone Crusher Giant. But yeah, our hand is pretty bad. Like, a Fable will go a long way in improving this hand. Okay, Crooks resolves. Don't hate that. Do you have the March? Wait, you have the March where you discarded it? What's going on, opponent? What is going on here? What is your plan for Crooks then? That's interesting. So he kept 2 cards last turn, and now he did 1-1. So it's the same card he kept last turn. Which is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and activate this. Just attack for 6 or 7, I guess. Put him. I mean, he has to do something, right? And he already used 2 marches, so I'm guessing he didn't have much left. Let's exile a march. I don't know. Don't think it matters much. Oh, that's very good. Very, very good. Kind of annoying, but okay. We have multiple ways to deal with it, so he's gonna get a 2-for-1. But the good thing is we get something out of our cards in hand, so I like that. Plays a land, okay. Let's go ahead and good draw, good draw. Now we can go, I guess, strangle the Wandering Emperor. Let's see if this resolves. Does. And I agree with Thoughtseize plus Kroxa. God damn it, Magic Online. So I'm gonna go with Thoughtseize you. He's gonna play something. Another Deluge. That's not bad. Because I mean, like, I get both cards because of Kroxa. So it doesn't really do much. Unless he gets 2 lands. He should deluge into 2 lands exactly. And that's pretty good for him because then Kroxa discards 1, but then he has a 7th land for flashback. So that was pretty good for if he gets 2 lands. If he doesn't, I mean, we get those cards. It just doesn't matter much. And he already used 2 marches, 1 portable hole. So Kroxa might go a long way here. But yeah, that Thoughtseize was a great draw. So he's playing the 60 card version of the blue-white. Yeah, this Fatal Push is not doing well. Dreadbore is still okay in case he draws the Fairy. Yes. Still does something. But if he just goes to Fairy Tuck, Kroxa, I can attack to Fairy, exile the Deluge, and sure. Well, yeah, he should get 2 lands here. That's his best play. Okay, opponent's thinking hard. Alright, let's see what you got. Did get 2 lands. Alright, Gonna take the sensor, and then Trunks132, get your other deluge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This for deluge. Here comes date. Do you draw land or anything from my Trunks132? I think the best thing for me is him drawing a counterspell here, like an absorb or veto, because then he's basically dead. Cycles farmland. Oh, he drew land, but it's a tap land. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Alright. Animate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to combat. Attack. Exile Deluge. Did you draw Wandering Emperor? Due to Fairy? Wrong Planeswalker, buddy. Go down to 4. You have to draw something. Alright. Got game 1. Love to get those game 1s out of blue-white. The post-sideboard I feel much better. The Trunks132 obviously was great, but so was Guardian's Command, so a split of 1-to-1 helped. Alright, post-sideboard we get more of these stuff. Duress is obviously good. I do want Sungrass, cut Strangle, cut all of these nonsense cards. Dreadbore is pretty bad. Can cut some Kalidases. Cut another Dreadbore. Invoke the Spirit is actually pretty fine. I think it's okay to 1-0. I don't mind it. Go another Grasp or Dreadbore. Grasp is just better. I don't think there's any blue permanents that they. So I can go like Grasp and Curse maybe? Curse is really only good against Deluge, so I don't think we want Curse. We'll also have Grasp. I guess Khalid is just with a random beater. But yeah. Having both Go Blank and Trespasser, I'm not really worried about. Deluge, Flashback, I mean, it will happen, but I don't want to sideboard in Hearst against it. I really want to see this Invoke the Spirit's any good, but we didn't get to play it yet. I think here can be nice, but we'll see. This hand. What does this hand do? I'll keep it. It's not great, but we do have a turn 2 Harvester, which I like. Obviously, best card would be discard spell turn 1. So Kenzen. Nope, not good. So I'm going to go Harvester. If he has Censor, he has Censor. K-Command's good draw. Very good draw. Go. Do you have the Censor? No Censor. Okay, that's good. The thing about like blue-eye control is their removal spells suck. So I mean, you can just like here, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this 3-2 beating down, and then just saying go and end of turn shocking you like Bone Crusher Giant, and then. Alright, I'm going to go end of turn, play around, Censor, Giant you. I mean, he could have Supreme Verdict, but that's kind of whatever. Discard this Bluff Crypt Cycle. Fabled is both very good draws here. Play my land. Let's attack first. He could have Wandering Emperor, but I really don't care much about that. Now, what do I want to play? I think I'm just going to play Now I'm going to play Fabled. He could have Veto, but that's going to happen anyway. Play around Censor this way. He could have Absorb, but we trade 3 mana for 3 mana, so okay. Yep. Whirlwind Denial. Okay, I have been denied. That's for sure, opponent. I have been denied. Alright, there's a Censor that we play around. That's pretty nice. Trunks132. Love to see that card. Love to see that card. Alright, attack for, alright, there's a Wandering Emperor. That's fine. I don't care about that much. Sure. Let's go and Croxa. Just basically take out your hand. Now the question is which. I think Subkenzen would be better. So discard Supreme Verdict, okay. In my hand? No, I think Takenuma is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Actually... I'm going to play Bone Crusher Giant. This way, like, he has to deal with it or else I'm going to kill his Wandering Emperor. I mean, he did discard Supreme Verdict, so... Looks like he has the Fairy. Yikes. Fairy's annoying. I guess it's... Okay, so that's fine. Right? I think. Plays Field of Ruin, so he has something for my Hive. Okay. I guess. Trespasser, what do you do? Not much. Not much, I'll tell you that. Go ahead and attack the Fairy. See what this does. He's gonna block with a token. Okay, solves. Let's play my land and go blank you. Discard 2 cards. Fountain, another Teferi. Interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and this. So this way he has to find a solution to my Bone Crusher Giant. Or I could just counter this K command, but it looks like he didn't. Discards another Teferi, okay. Alright, end of turn I'm guessing he's going to Field of Ruin, but also fielding here is not great because it puts a card in my graveyard, which is good for me, for Croxa. So I don't think he really wants to do that. But yeah, so he already drew 3 Teferis, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So he's thinking about fielding here. I'm not sure you want to do that. That's fine. Okay. I need black, I guess? I don't know. But now I have 6 cards in my graveyard. So Croxa is online now. It's very good for me. I'm just hoping he doesn't draw a solution to my Bone Crusher Giant so it kills Teferi. Or I draw like Noxious Grasp. I guess he could also draw a land and then he has Hive. Oh, it looks like he drew something. Bone Crusher Giant died. Okay, okay. That's annoying. I'll give you that. Noxious Grasp? Den of the Bugbear. Alright, let's go ahead and Croxa. Get his last card out of his hand. Hopefully it's not something really good. It's not a land because he would have played it. Looks like he drew a counter spell. Absorb. That's very good, opponent. That's very, very good. Alright, Teferi taking over this game like Teferi does in multiple formats. I need to draw Noxious Grasp basically. I think that's my only card that's good. Not a land. Alright, I'm just going to skip this game up. Alright, we're not winning this game against Teferi. Alright, I think I'm going to put in another Dreadbore. Like, I do want multiple answers to Planeswalkers. Invoke Despair would have been nice, by the way. Kill Teferi, draw 2 cards, deal you 4. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Dreadbore in, Kalitas out. Everything else looks good. So we have 4 outs. 4 removal spells for an Resolve Planeswalker. Mainly Teferi. I mean, Wandering Emperor is just kill it easier, I would say. Not easily, but we also have like 6 discard spells to take them. So I feel like I think this matchup's good. I've been doing pretty well with it, with Black-White against Blue-White, and also from the Blue-White side, it was kind of rough. Alright, this hand's good. We do need a land, multiple lands, but I think having all this, I'm just going to go ahead and Thoughtseize turn 1. Okay, interesting. What do we take here? We just take Wandering Emperor, because it's going to Or do we take one of the bigger ones? I think I'm going to take Wandering Emperor here. Just slow him down a bit. Give me time to draw my lands. Fine. Oh, that's a very good draw. Alright, we do need lands. So any land that I draw is great. See what it discards. Basically here also, like, him discarding a land is good for me. Discard Deluge. Okay, perfect draw. Plays Hall. Land. Harvester. I'm just going to play Harvester then. Also, Invoke Despair is nice and now to Green Crawler, so I like that. A command. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize you, see what you drew. I know 3 out of 5. For another Wandering Emperor and Deluge. So opponent's draws was Deluge, Deluge, Wandering Emperor? Jesus Christ, opponent, that's insane. It's really good. Really, really good. I don't even know what I'd take here. Wow. Should I take Deluge? Or, because I don't know what yeah, I think Wandering Emperor. This card Chandra is not going to do much. Need a land. We need lands. A lot of lands. That's all I want to draw, basically. Okay, that's a good draw. Thank you. I think I'm going to attack. If he goes land, his hand is basically these 4. Hopefully I draw a land and then I can go Sorin, and Sorin is very good against Teferi, and then it can help me dig for my lands for Invoke Despair and basically blow him out. Oh, that's perfect. Alright. Opponent, please tell me you brick 1 turn. Please tell me you brick. Come on. 1 turn. Thank you. I'm just going to put a Vampire here. Attack for 3. He's going to Deluge, but I think that's okay. Did he draw a 3rd Wandering Emperor? Alright, looks like he's just going to play Deluge. Crazy game. Very crazy game. Opponent had pretty good draws, like Deluge, Wandering Emperor. I think our discard spells are good, though. Taking the Wandering Emperor, so slowing him down, and now I drew my lands. So I just basically need a land for Invoke Despair. And Teferi doesn't do that much, because I can just kill on the swing back. So if he goes 5 minutes Teferi, I just block, like attack it. And let's say he, I don't know, kills my token or something, then I can call against command, kill Teferi, make you discard or return Croaks or whatever, I don't know. Alright, he's going to slam Teferi. That's okay. I wonder if he's going to tuck my Sorin. Nope. Drawing a card. Alright. Okay, opponent. That's fine. I want to draw Gold Blank. Let's draw a card. Okay, yes. First things first, we want to attack Teferi down. See if this works. It does. Okay, good. Teferi down. Play my land. Let's go. Return. Yeah, I'm gonna make him discard a lot of cards. He could veto this, but I guess that's his best out here. Okay, good. So we're gonna discard a lot of his cards, and then I'm gonna go Invoke Despair. And yeah. So Invoke Despair is doing well, right? Like, it's exactly what I wanted it to do. Make you, is he gonna censor this? Cycle Farmland, alright. That's cool. So you discard another card, you have Dream Trawler. So I'm guessing he does have an untapped land, or else he would not discard that island. Discards Castle. Take 3, okay. I'll take it. Do you have the untapped land? You really need the untapped land. I don't think you can win without Dream Trawler here. And then, like, it plays Pathway and slams a Dream Trawler and Invoke Despair. Yeah. Sack the Dream Trawler, opponent. Get it out of here. And the 5-0. Alright. Got the 5-0. No big deal. Invoke Despair winning the game there. Killing Dream Trawler. Opponent takes 4, and we drew 2 cards. Yeah. Great game. Yeah, so if you like this, hope see more of these, and hope you enjoyed.